Oh, no intro today, Freeze? You going? Keith, that is so hard. That goes so hard. That
Every time
goes
I
so
hear
hard.
it, every time I
Yeah,
hear it,
that
bro.
goes. I'd be like, we gotta
Son,
follow that up.
I know we biased, but I feel like we got the hardest intro on the on
Jeez,
the
that
channel,
is
y'all.
so fire. So good evening. It's another Wednesday. It's 7:30, and we them boys. We them boys, we call ourselves the Knicks Freestyle. Why? Why do these two cats call themselves Freestyle? And by the way, Keith and Freezy made this name up 3 years ago. We've been doing this show for 2 solid seasons. If we see another Knicks Freestyle, it ain't organic, my guys. It ain't organic. And I am. No, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you right now because I am riding the freestyle wave. This ain't mine. How dare I
Nah,
take?
nah,
No,
nah,
but go ahead.
nah. Don't do that. Don't do that, Gi. This yours too. This yours. This yours, gangster. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
If you find yourself using the Knicks freestyle, well, listen, we already see management using our terms off the blonde's tears. You think we think other content creators ain't gonna steal it? If management and media is taking our takes right off this network, right off this show, we know you content creators gonna steal. Come on, just throw us our literary rights. Just set the bottom, say inspired by blonde's tears and free key. If you want to throw ghetto in, give me a literary credit, cool. But these young men created an amazing show, and here we are. You used to us taking our takes. I take my take. Keith takes his take. He's gonna get an intro. Today, I just want to sit back. We in mid-season mode, even though we probably 60 to 65% past. I'm asking Keith tonight. Let's stop. Let's chop up some of our takes. Let's talk about let's talk about from July to today, and where do we go going forward. One thing I want to give Keith this prop. I would not want to go into running an organization with a bunch of naysayers. Excuse me. So the fact that Keith is so optimistic all the time lets me know that how he is in business. I will go into business with Keith because I can give, as an accountant, I can give him the black and white and that he'll analyze. This Knicks stuff is not black and white. It's not as black and white as we paint it to be. So I'm going to shut up. But we're gonna probably have some different positions tonight. But we're gonna be patient. We're gonna lay it out, and I'm gonna tell you, you'll be smarter as a Knicks fan for watching the show. Free Keith, tell them what the hell's popping, homie.
Yo, G.I., my man, my mizzle. The one, yo, dude, y'all peep this dude. I love this dude, yo. I love this dude, yo. Like, I know we opposed to the N word, but real niggas stand up, yo. Like, come on, stand up. But yeah, look, man, G.I. broke it. You know what I'm saying? He let y'all know. He let y'all know what this show is gonna be. This show is gonna be about. We chopping it up now. Like, cool. Cats got on me about my optimistic takes. Excellent. Not mad at it. Not breaking my stance. 10 toes down. You know me. If you know me in real life, you know how the kid does it, yo. You know how the kid does it. Not getting me off my positivity stance. I told cats like, yo, the NBA is a fluid machine. Things constantly move. There's going to be opportunities to take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Like I begged and I still beg and I plead patience, yo. I was one of y'all fans that like for almost 2 decades. Yo, the front office, the team, the coach, nobody could do anything right in my eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I see it changing. I know this is bumpy and this is a bad time to say that. Like, oh, you see what changing, Keith? You see what changing? Nah, dude, the whole spirit around this thing is different. Like, we had Melo, yes, he was and is a generational talent, but we never focused on building an actual team. You know what I'm saying? It was just like Melo and whatever parts we could get to put around Melo. And I honestly feel like we've got way more moving parts that are good right now that we could put together, that we are building an actual team. And most of those parts to me are the young guys. And I'm seeing a lot of positivity. And when we're about to talk about Kemba being down. We're about to talk about Mitch. Yo, pause for the cause real quick. Yo, my man's Mitch is looking for his pops. His pops is missing. Yo, prayers up for the kid. I hope it's just some reckless whatever nonsense his pops is pulling, and we pray for health, we pray for strength, we pray for wellness. Off top, because we don't do that here on this show. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take a minute to acknowledge that and like, yo, for real, if anybody know anything, holler at somebody, please. But yeah, that being said, like, so this show is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be power packed. I'm ready to get into it. Let's go. Freezy, hit me. What's first?
Freezy, what we doing? We probably want to get into the Kemba first, but do you want us to just bounce? Freeze, come talk to us real quick. Come say hi to the people.
Come say hi to the peoples, man.
What's up, peoples?
Look at this dude. Looking like he just came back from committing a robbery.
That dude is one of the he is one of the most viewed faces in the Knicks fan.
Son, Knicks fan universe. This dude is really running himself up to be a legend, yo. Y'all looking at Curry. Y'all looking at Curry in his prime right now. Let's do it.
And more importantly, he don't run from his takes either, Keith. So I hope you ain't running from yours tonight.
When did I ran from takes? When did I run from takes?
I said hope.
Don't do that. Don't do that, G.I.
I said hope.
Don't do that. Good or bad, like, yo, like, don't hit me with that. Don't do that.
Man,
I stands on mine, bro. Don't do that.
Oh wow.
I remember my 54 wins. I remember. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
I'm the Trent Dilfer of this thing. If I didn't have
Shut up.
I always ride with Ed Reed and Ray. I got Ed Reed and Ray Lewis on the team with me.
You just not
Yo.
turning the ball over and leaving it to the defense, huh?
Yo, this
Right.
dude
Throwing
always
about
has
7
some
passes down.
obscure
Throwing about 7
basketball
passes
reference.
downfield. Yeah, throwing
Right.
like 7 passes downfield, handing
Right.
it off 40 times a game, and
Yeah.
getting off and say, okay, defense, get me the ball back. I'll get us another field goal.
Exactly. Exactly. I know when I have a Ray Lewis and an Ed Reed on my team, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know when to shut up and move out the way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So how y'all fellas tonight?
Kemba. I like Kemba on the start, but I'm doing very well. But I like Kemba off the rip since that's what we was on the back talking about.
I think that news. Are we getting into that, Freezy? Are we getting into the Kemba news?
Yeah, if y'all, this is Knicks Freestyle.
Yeah, we're like good stuff because I feel like the cats who were talking about needing to clear space out for dudes to be like for other cats to be able to do their thing. I feel like they should be happy tonight. I feel like they should feel a little bit of like, okay, maybe they might see more of their whichever kid it is that they want to see.
So, why is it a victory then? Why should you be?
No,
I'm intrigued. I'm not asking.
No, yo, what do you mean? Why should it be a victory, man? I listen to Knicks fans. I read and listen to Knicks fans all day talk about crazy stuff like wishing injuries on cats that they don't like, this, that, and the other. Like, so please don't tell me that. I know some cats is looking at it right now like a victory, gangster. Don't. I'm not dumb.
No, I asked you a specific. Sorry, Gian. I asked you a specific question because I wanted to know, like, if we go down this road of should we be excited about the opportunity?
I think we should be excited.
Okay.
I think we should be excited because last we seen him, he was able to play. He was healthy. You know what I'm saying? So like Kemba ain't. Or at least I'm not feeling so. It wasn't said that Kemba ain't going down with an injury. So I don't feel bad about him sitting down for the rest of the season. Cool. Rest your knees. Do what you got to do. Go ahead and do that. But I think that the whole thing presents an opportunity.
Okay.
This is that thing about opportunity. It's not clean. Like opportunity is not always a clean thing. Like, oh, like now it's your time to play. Now it's your time. Like sometimes stuff has to happen for your opportunity to emerge.
I understand, but
the COVID stuff happened. We may not have seen. I know you hate Grimes. I
don't hate Grimes. I just think he ordinary. I think
no. But
I think Grimes is Air Force Ones, and we want to claim the Jordans.
Let me finish my point.
But you blame me for something.
No, it wasn't the biggest. I mean, that was just a little bar. My fault.
Okay.
The point is, like,
he wanted to blame you. He didn't want you to retaliate. Freeze, relax.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
It was just a little dig. It was just a little dig because I'm making a bigger point. Like we wouldn't have gotten to see Grimes and see that he's such an effect on the team had not the COVID stuff happened and like Tibbs was low on options and had to play him.
Right.
Now he's playing with cats healthy from COVID.
Probably more D Rose. D Rose got Grimes.
I mean, whatever the case, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's say it's D Rose, whatever the case, but he came in and stayed in. So like, I feel like, okay, cool. So this presents another one of those opportunities. No?
I can see how if you want to look at it from today forward, yes. I have a bigger issue though. I have a bigger issue. Your co-host has a big issue.
Speak on it.
When we had the conversation in July, and I said, bro, it's documented. He has cognitive needs. They are degenerative. They will not heal. At that point, I said, well, maybe hopefully he could put some some jelly, some injection in him, that wine stuff Stoudemire was doing. But we had this conversation in July, and you said, "Gangster, these are the top guys in the NBA. We got great scouts. You don't think they know who his knees is, and blah blah blah."
Don't do
And
that.
so,
Don't do that. You miss. I will let you rock as long as you don't miss. As long as you don't
go ahead, go ahead,
misrepresent
go
my
ahead.
points. So like that's the only thing I want. That's
clean
it.
it up.
Go ahead, beat me up. Beat me up. Do what you gotta do. But
I
don't
so respect that position. So let me shut up and let you restate your position.
I never said that he was one of the best talents. What I said was, and this is verbatim, that like I think it was a decent enough bet for them to roll the dice on him for the price that they got him for. That's what I said. I said if it doesn't work out, I mean, I'm not going to feel, me personally, I'm not going to feel so bad because I can understand the cheap bet that they took to see if he would work out.
And that's not where our agreement lies. Our disagreement doesn't lie there. Okay. I specifically brought up his knees. And I said, why would you put a man out there that you can't? You got 11 back-to-backs. I didn't count them. I said he won't be able to play those back-to-backs. He's played no back-to-backs. Maybe we played about 7 or 8 so far.
No, he played one.
Did he play one? But he probably didn't play a lot of minutes.
He played one back-to-back. And then that was right before he was down for like he went out again for like a couple weeks.
Exactly. So with that said, I said, why take that risk? And I didn't say that then, but now that I see Tibbs, Tibbs has shown me a season and a half. He's a creature of habit. He ain't changing. He wants to be able to rely on the guys he wants to rely on. You can't give Tibbs a coach that he can't rely. I mean, a player he can't rely. Kemba should have never been added to this team.
Okay, I mean, and me being right here now, looking at hindsight, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, I agree with you. He shouldn't have, but that's hindsight.
That's hindsight for you.
I mean, okay, it's hindsight for me. But what I'm saying was, and I still stand on that today, is that even though it didn't work out, I do not mind the cheap bet that they took. $8 million wasn't getting you, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't getting you a premium current point guard. It wasn't getting you no young stud point guard. It wasn't getting you no what. You know, I feel for the money, it wasn't a decent bet, and that's what I said then. It wasn't not that I was positive it would work out. I was hopeful that between him and Rose, we would have enough like health between the two of them to have one of them at least at one point during the run. That just didn't work out. My bad.
And my point was, it's too much of a risk, and you're going to try to win with this. And when we end up, and I had us at 38 games. Okay, we're not getting there. We're not hitting 38 games. All right, we're not winning 38 games this season. That's you can bank that. All right. So my position was, if we're going to end up in the lottery anyway, then why would you waste your time with Rose and Kemba and take away from these young guys' ability to play? That's been my position. You can't try to do both. You can't try to develop and win, especially with Tibbs style of play, Thibodeau style of play, because in order to win, he likes to lean on veterans to win. I would love to. I wish we could. Tibbs, why are you so confident that a veteran can do what a young player can? What is it? It could be statistical, but the right mix is what we're looking for. And then where you're going to be, if you don't play these young guys, you're basically telling management, I don't want to play young guys at a heavy minute.
But we play more young guys than most teams in the league, bro.
Relative to what?
That's facts.
Relative to what?
But that's facts. We have more young guys in our rotation than most teams in the league. And when I say young guys, I mean like two seasons or less. Like we have more in our active rotation than most teams.
And here is where I agree with your stat. But your stat is flawed, because when we were the number 4 seed last year, heck yes, We played more young guys than any other teams around us. We're a lottery team now, Keith. Now look at the level of veterans and your payroll versus the other teams in the lottery. Then you realize we're not going about this right.
I I think until we're statistically out of like playoff standings or like playing what you call it, cats is going to play to win. I think that's just what it's going to be. And playing to win is not going to be like betting on like, oh, like giving X, Y, and Z youth a chance just to see or just to give them experience. Cats is like Tibbs is really still trying to win games until you're statistically out of the running.
So
That's
what's
all
your
I'm saying.
opinion? What's your opinion on it though? What do you feel
If we,
like the direction?
I feel like honestly, I think I'm getting the view of the youth that I need to view. Like I'm the only, the only gripe I have is that I want to see more. I want to see more of Deuce on the big boy court. I I want to see more of Deuce on the big boy court. I think and I hope that this Kemba news gives us some of that. I'm one of the ones who felt like our depth, and when I say our depth, from the guys who were playing to the guys that we have in reserve and the guys that we have in Europe, like we just have like a lot of talent. And I'd like to see what's under our tent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a big trade everybody off the island first. Like, yo, like I want to see what Jokic got. I want to see what Jokic. No,
so
I'm with you.
So to your depth.
Freezy, I'm with you on the Jokic joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we got. And
to
this
your
is
depth point, though.
Huh?
Just to your depth point before you go too far. I'm throwing it right back to you. What good is the depth when you got to the trade deadline and you had many moves? Oh my goodness, we could have lined up. We have so much depth that we put value in, and I put value in it with you, that you should be able to make a 2 or 3 player deal then, because you have so much depth. It still doesn't change the core. That depth led to nothing at the trade deadline. Couldn't even it just did.
I think that they're still figuring out who to keep.
If I may, I just want to interject one thing. If
I don't think our timeline. I think sometimes we confuse our timeline with whatever their timeline is because they're not talking.
Right. I'm just saying, if I may, I just want to interject one thing. I believe the Knicks are in a situation where having decent NBA players across the board has fooled them into thinking that they have quality, top-heavy, all-star talent and potential, right? And my thing is a 2 steak dinners. I'm sorry, 15 ham sandwiches is not equal to 2 steak dinners. Ever, right? So what I would like to see them do is consolidate this talent, trade off some of these pieces, upgrade the talent, bring the talent level up, right? And if that means trading Keith Dahl and Quentin Grimes, so mote it be, right? But
now
they're
he's Keith Starling? Stop
now
it.
you definitely have to upgrade the talent, though. I'll be right back.
Now I'll be right back. You drop some stupid nonsense. Now I'll be right back.
It's all yours.
No. Dude, all I'm saying is like we don't know what their timeline is. My thing is maybe what we think that like what we've seen enough, like, oh, we've seen enough of this person, or we've seen enough of this. Maybe they are giving a longer extended time to their look, and their bigger moves or their moves to consolidate, like y'all talking about, is later on, and they really want to evaluate cats now.
Keith, the problem you have is this. Because I've been going with you with that on talk.
No, you haven't.
I just
Stop
had
it.
Yes, I
to.
have.
I just had to cough, bro. I just
No,
wanted to cough.
Wait, hold on. Let me shout
no.
out my homeboy James. What's good? That's yo,
I'm gonna
my
do this.
brother
I'm
James. What's
I'm
good?
I'm gonna do the shout outs after this tape.
Nah. That was a
No, that was
personal one.
special. That was
That
a
was a
special. No,
personal
no,
one. That's
no,
my brother.
no,
I
no,
had to
no. I'm
holler.
just saying. No, I'm saying I don't want the other cats to think that we're not gonna call them out. That's why.
Oh yeah, you got to get on your
That's what I
job.
was saying.
You
That's
got
what
to
I was
get
saying.
on your
That's what I was
job.
saying. That was my point. That was my point. Hey, peep game. Why are you saying I don't? I agree with you that the Knicks don't talk. Everybody agrees with you. The Knicks don't talk.
I think that's a lot of the frustration now. Although
Yeah, but
cats really like that at the
so I wanted to
beginning.
make something. No, but I wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. Yes, we did. We thought it might be stealth. We thought Worldwide West might be in people's locker rooms. So we wanted to keep on the low because if he got the product, I'm not trying to be the one to snitch him out. But chill. But that's what I chill.
I still like that they mump the word.
Let me get this out. Keep Freezy.
Even
I'm
Mark
not letting him
Berman.
up. Freezy,
Even
I'm
Mark
not letting him up.
Berman.
I'm not.
Hold on. I'll let you rock. Hold on, real quick. Even Mark Berman is hot that the front office don't talk, bro. Even Mark Berman is hot.
We're better than Mark Berman.
Trust. I'm with you. I'm with you
He
on
can
that.
get
But I'm
into
just
every
saying,
Knick game, and we
Cats
see
is
more than
hot.
BC. All right, let me get to this because we said Rose don't talk. So I went to search Leon Rose comments. Found the very pointed comments he made, Keith, in an interview. In fact, it was the first time he officially spoke on the record. March, he spoke when he hired Tom Thibodeau, March of 2021. March of 2020, right? 2020 freeze? 2020. Yep, Tibbs 2020. He spoke again July of 2021. And he said, we made some moves that upgrade the team. We have a core that's in the locker room that works together and sticks together. And under Tibbs' leadership, we like this. He didn't say they were rebuilding. He didn't say if Kemba stays healthy. He basically gave us the assessment that we will be able to rely on Kemba. He didn't say. Now, he can't project.
How is he going to say that?
He can't. No. He should be able to project whether Kimba's going to be healthy or not because a
lot of that stuff is you got to see it, like, because at that point he was healthy. How you going to project that he's not going to be healthy?
We have been watching professional sports for God knows how long. You never get a man with knee issues and then he doesn't have knee issues. You can't name a time. In fact, we knew that KD, everybody like yourself who played, we knew that calf would tingle again. That calf will tingle as long as he tries to play basketball at this level. That calf and that Achilles will tingle for the rest of his life. It will never be like when he was a newborn baby. You can't pick up a man with degenerative knees and try to give him the minutes that Tom Thibodeau needs to give him. We knew that wasn't going to work. So if I knew that wasn't going to work in July, how can Rose sit here and not have a contingency plan? And then so when Tibbs said, all right, you know what? We're going to bench him. And then he almost lost his job there. Now, but the problem is he wasn't going to play Deuce McBride. So I don't know what Tibbs is up to, but we're starting to get a picture. I said all of this to say tonight, Keith, and I'm shutting up. Let you cook. We're starting to get, the more we get down the road, we're starting to get a clear picture. Cam Reddish. Tibbs went on record. I didn't want Cam Reddish.
He said he didn't want him?
He said I did not want Cam Reddish. Why would you trade for wings? I have a full allotment of wings already. I'm already playing.
That's what he said. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook. Management and Tibbs ain't on the same page, and it's causing a problem throughout the whole locker room.
I'm just saying, like he said he didn't want him, or you're interpreting that.
He quote for quote. He said I see the trade I like Cam as a player, but we have a complement of wings that we like that we're playing with. Barring any injury, it's going to be hard to get him any minutes. And he did not play until RJ got hurt.
I don't think so. But I think Cam.
Wait. You don't think so? What?
I don't think so because I think from.
No, you don't think Tim said that, or you think he's lying to the media, but he's planning to play him the whole time?
No. I think that the interpretation that he didn't want him. I think the interpretation that he didn't want him is. I think that that's probably flawed.
Go ahead, do your thing. I'm going to peek in the chat. Go ahead, see who will agree or disagree.
I think that the interpretation may be flawed. That's all I'm saying. Like, he didn't say outwardly, I did not want Cam, because to me, from everybody's actual description of Cam, he seems to be somebody that would be a Tibbs type of player. So I don't understand why he wouldn't have wanted.
So you guys.
I think like he definitely feels like it's congested.
No, there's
he
somebody
may have wanted them to make a move.
There's somebody.
He may have wanted them to make a move to clear up the congestion. I don't think that means he didn't want Cam. I think that he was told about Cam. I honestly think that like he had a hand in that discussion. The man got to play him.
If that player was Chris Middleton and he got traded to the Knicks, you think he'd have had a problem getting time? If that player was
Chris Middleton got a chip and was a major player on a very recent chip team. Come on,
you can't sit here and tell me the guy's in love with Cam, but he won't play him.
I didn't say he was in love with him.
You can't sit here and tell me that he wanted the man.
Liking somebody, wanting to work with them on the team and wanting to work them in, and feeling like they would be a valuable commodity, especially more so than the same one that you're losing in Knox. Let me clean
up my take. Keith, I apologize. Who's the other man's name? Malik Colin. I apologize. We have integrity on this show. Let me clean up my take. I cannot prove that he did not want Cam Reddish, so I cannot make that statement that he does not want Cam Reddish. He did not say that. Here is my take, though. I apologize for the other one. Tom Thibodeau did not walk up to the front office and said, please do whatever you can and get Cam Reddish here. But I guarantee you he gave him a list of other names that he probably could use at point guard. I'll shut up.
I think he expected them. I think the statement was more about the congestion than it was about Cam. I think he expected them to clear up the congestion as well.
You've already won that. You've already won that argument. There's no disagreement. Now I'm talking.
No, that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying.
But my new response is. But my new take is none of that. I apologize for all of that because I can't prove it. I'm giving up. My new take is, do you disagree that Tibbs did not walk up to the front office and said, please get Cam Reddish on this team?
I don't think that he did that, but I think neither one of us can actually say that we know he did that or not.
I know he didn't do it because if he did, you can't tell me they did it. And then he said, well, I got to wait till I find them room. No way.
I think he probably asked them to clear up the congestion at the spot.
I believe he asked them to do that too, but you can't tell me I can't prove that he didn't go up there and ask for Cam, and then Cam gets here and he can't find minutes for him.
This is what I'm saying. I think he may have. Why couldn't he have asked for both, and they just did not come through, and they did not come through on the other one.
So
they
then
couldn't find a deal to clear up the.
So then you're saying.
Deal.
Then the outcome of your take is that Tibbs is willing to not only sabotage Cam Reddish's career, but he's willing to sabotage the team because management didn't do what he needed them to do on the back end. They got the front end right. They didn't get the back end right, so he sat Cam down. Because Cam's going back to the bench if everybody's healthy.
Man, I don't know that we know that.
He is. Here, Tibbs said it. That he did say.
What
He said, I gotta bench him. I gotta bench him until they free. Now that is the statement. He's benched until they free up the position. We're past the trade deadline.
That's to me again. That to me again states like, yo, like I need the position freed up. I need these men freed.
We're past the trade. We're past the trade.
But it's not about. He's not saying trade Cam. He's not saying Cam gotta go.
That's not. I never said he wanted Cam traded. I said he never wanted him here.
So this is what I'm saying. I feel like what we may be seeing is Cat's gotta wait. Cat's gotta be patient and wait for the move. I think the off season is where we will see the moves that Cat's really. I think that there was not a deal. I think they tried. I think that there was not a deal. It was not the deal. There was not the deal that they wanted to free out those cats that they needed to free out. That's my point. That's my take.
Question. Did you think? So you're cashing in the rest of the season? You don't want to do nothing in the last 23 games?
You still gotta win games. All
right. So Cam is on the team now with a logjam. I'm saying he's benched the rest of the season. You're talking about off season. What's your position for Cam the rest of the season?
I think Cam will get to play. I think Cam will get to play.
But with no injury. He'll get worked into the everybody's healthy.
I think Cam will play.
Okay. All right. So then Tibbs went back on his word. See, I'm confused here, Keith, as to what's going on.
No, when I mean that, I mean
Do you believe Tibbs? Do you believe?
You know what? I'm gonna take that back. I think Cam is here to stay.
I don't deny it. And I agree that they can fix it in the offseason. But what I'm talking about is right now, which proves that we have such dysfunction right now. Now let's get to the fact that Leon.
I don't think it's dysfunction. That's a poor word to use.
So Leon, so Worldwide Wesley going to Dolan and blaming Tibbs is not a problem, and that's factual. That's multiple confirmed sources. That's not dysfunction. Somebody getting fired this offseason, Keith.
I don't know that. But again, if it makes the team better, I'm with it. Like y'all think that I'm against like any moves, like don't trade trade Randall if you could trade Randall and for value and get a better situation. Cool, trade Randall. If Tibbs ain't it for real, then I get rid of Tibbs. But I don't think that those are the cases. I just don't think so.
I just want to see what we're going to do the next 23 games. The next 23 games, if Tibbs goes out there and tries to win every game, then I respect him as a man, but I also have to bid him adieu. I have to bid him an absolute.
Well, he has to. Then you might have to bid him adieu because, like, right now Tibbs is going to go out to win every game. Tibbs ain't no like tanking coach.
And then when Leon Rose and Worldwide West and these guys are left behind, because it very well could be that they're left behind one more year to hire another coach, they will be the most disliked. I never thought there'd be somebody go higher on the dislike list than Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is above James Dolan. And at the end of the day, James Dolan, I don't know when, Lord willing, how long I'll have breath, but James Dolan might not be my top Nick villain ever. Right now, he's at the top. But I think if I had my last words, Charles Smith would have to go over. Charles Smith has to go.
Yo, can we agree
James
never to say
Dolan.
this man's name ever again?
I have to give you my Nick villains, right? I couldn't. And Riley.
That's my number one. That's my number one.
And Riley and Nick and Riley and John Starks together, because I don't blame one without the other. those two are up there. So, but with all that
I gotta
said,
give that one. I gotta give
with
that
all
one to
that said,
Riley.
once
I gotta
Tibbs
give that one to Riley.
is fired, right, for trying to win games with no point guard and less than talent, and the superstar they gave $100 million to who fell off the next year like gangbusters. If he's fired for those reasons, I'm telling you, the Knicks fans have got to step back and look inside and say, we keep firing people, but are we firing people or we just setting up the next man to fail? At some point, you really have to, and that's when young Knick fans don't understand. They say, "Well, Tibbs just wasn't for the job," and Phil Jackson, he just didn't get it done. And and Isaiah Thomas, when he was here, maybe he was just past his time. And when Carmelo was here, no, it's no anomalies. We have a lot of things in common. A lot of people have brought decent basketball knowledge, decent basketball persona to the New York Knicks organization, and they've all left with the same thing. NL. At some point we have to, and this is coming from somebody who's a Cowboy fan. I could tell you about bad management. I could tell you about bad ownership, how it could take away from the product on the field when you have a decent enough team to win, but you're scared to hire the right coach because their ego's not right enough. And I also was a New York and still am a diehard New York Mets fan with Will Pons ran the organization for a long time, gave out a lot of big contracts and turned back nothing. We got nothing in return. I'm used to bad management and bad organizations. I'm going to let you cook. Shut up.
I don't think that this is what I'm saying. Like, that right there is my point. Like, I think that what we're seeing is like, okay, this is a bump in the road. They made some bad moves. Cool. I don't think anything right now is not reboundable. I don't think so. Like, we still got a treasure trove of picks. You know what I'm saying? We got tradable talent. Like, I just don't see this whole jump out the window. Like, we back in the precipice of not being able to, like, there's moves there to be made. Yo, like, Julius has been Julius these last 10 games. Before RJ went down, RJ was looking nice. I mean, he needs to get his efficiency up, but RJ was looking nice. Like, we got stuff. Grimes is, I don't care what Freezy say, Grimes is a talent. We got stuff. We got stuff to work with. We got stuff.
Unfortunately, let's talk about the good friend
We got
RJ.
Mitch. We got Mitch is a difference maker.
Well, for 23 games, at least you got him. He's not going to be able to make a difference the next 23 games. You don't know what happened, but you can only guarantee you'll have him for the next 23. He's not going to be able to carry you to the playoffs on his back. He won't stay healthy. He won't stay healthy the next 23. I'll be honest. Mitch, the next 23 is where he's going to really dictate his next contract. Mitch could get hurt to the point where he has to take that max, that extension from the Knicks, and the Knicks will probably be smart to give it to him, because if he does ever get happy for one season, he's worth $20 million. If he's ever super healthy for one season, man, that team that's playing with him super healthy for one season is going to go really far. But Mitch won't stay healthy the next 23 games. He's never had a 23. He's never had a 23 game stretch of not being hurt.
No. I don't think that that's accurate.
Go ahead and look at it.
23 games. Season, he didn't have 23 games that he played.
Not in a row without getting injured. Don't forget, he plays through a lot of injury too. Don't forget, he also plays through.
But if you're playing, I'm not counting the injury.
Yeah, but if you're always hurt and I'm not getting 100%, I'm paying attention to that at contract time. It's contract time, baby. It's time to talk that money. So you're only getting 23 more games. And Mitch, here's the thing about RJ. Let's cook on RJ for a sec.
Yo, like, I feel like you really kind of doing Mitch a disservice right there. Like, I don't.
What? About his injuries? Mitch is the see, and I got to be careful. Let's do Mitch. I want to do RJ too. We cooking. Mitch has the most value as a New York Knick. How could I do him disservice? If it went to arbitration table right now and everybody stepped up and then Mitch could prove he could get healthy, nobody could sign a bigger contract than Mitch on the New York Knicks right now. If so, you name the man.
RJ.
Let's get to RJ. I'm glad you brought him up.
No, I'm saying like people.
No. I'm glad you brought him up.
Because it's a wing dominant league.
So here's the dilly. Here's the dilly on our man, Sir RJ. His true fans want to see him get the ball because they know he still has a point to prove. Here is the point to prove. There's a bunch of all-stars that went to Cleveland, the mistake by the lake. I mean, Cleveland, Ohio. I apologize. But on that floor of all-stars, a lot of salary out there. Ain't a lot of these, Keith. It's a lot of cities playing cats a lot of money, and guess what they ain't getting? It's a very elite few that could get you there. And to get that man, boy, is nothing greater than to have that feeling and know you got that man that's always going to get you. Brooklyn got one. You willing to give RJ that money if you give him the ball and his dominance of the ball doesn't lead to wins for the Knicks. If RJ dominates the ball and the Knicks turn out to be a lottery team, what type of money are you willing to pay RJ? Are you trying to play winning players? Who are you trying to play? I'm saying that RJ plays so wildly inefficient as a player, and I love him to death. And he plays so hard. So the fact that, watch this, because you know how you're supposed to go into a job interview and give your strengths or your weaknesses, right? He plays so hard. He tries to take it to every man in front of him. He will not stop going after it. You give him the ball, he's going to try to make something happen. But the more he tries to make happen, and the fact that he plays so inefficiently, it leads to more negative impact on the New York Knicks. This is why I started talking to you about efficiency numbers the other day.
What do you mean? I've been saying that he's inefficient. That's so you nothing but agreement there. But to me, that's the. I see something else coming out of him, and I feel like the efficiency could be actually like people have increased their efficiency. This is still only his third season. I'm just liking the emergence of what I see. I feel like that efficiency could probably come. Like again, I'm not traditionally your RJ stan, like, oh, this, that, and the other. But like he's showing me something that he can build on, and he's actually, to me, like he's like a few points of efficiency away from being really an all-star.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you how you can find out. If I'm the GM of the Knicks, y'all might think I'm crazy, but on God, on my mama's grave, and I love that woman, on all my children.
You don't need to do all that. Come on,
I want people to know how serious I am right now. If I was the GM or the president or somebody with clout in the New York Knicks, I would pull Julius Randle in and I would say, Jules, listen, you just had a new baby. Postpartum is real. I don't want to put your wife out there, but I want to say you have some personal problems at home that you want to go home and deal with. I'm going to send you home for the rest of the season because I got to get this right. What I did to you is not fair. It's not fair. I'm going to send you home for the rest of the season.
Nah,
I'm gonna give him. Yeah, let me finish. I'll give him a chance to respond, but I'm gonna tell him, You're gonna go out there. I don't want you getting booed no more this year, bro. It ain't your fault. You shouldn't be out there giving out 120%. And because you don't have all the right pieces around you, this gives me a chance to see what I got in them young boys, Jules. RJ can run the team. Everybody, Cam will get minutes. Cam and RJ will be on the floor 36 minutes a game. We can see what we got this last 28 games and these other guys. Jules, I'm keeping you. Because the reality is you won't have no trade value. Julius can't play no better or no worse and up or lower his trade value. People already see what it is that Julius needs to do to get his points. If he's not a dominant player on the team, there's no way he could put these numbers up. And where else could he be a dominant player on the team other than the New York Knicks? So the Knicks is stuck, bro.
I disagree. And again, to me, the fluid nature of everything, like to me, your snapshot of tomorrow is just based on like just what you see today. Like, so you're assuming no growth in RJ, like no, like I just think that we're not allowing for the possibilities of like the emergence of some of these young cats, the gelling of dudes. Like, honest, Evan has been playing and being worth his contract this entire year so far. That continues, he's a major trade piece. Major trade piece.
Evan has been good. I have no complaints. I don't know what his trade.
Major trade piece. Burks on a playoff championship team.
Burks in the fourth quarter is trash. He's trash in the fourth quarter.
Burks as a role player on a championship team would be fine.
They better not need him in the fourth quarter.
You're not supposed to need role players like that. Role players are there to fill in the gaps.
Well, he's our starting point guard down the stretch. So he ain't no damn role player for the New York Knicks.
I don't know.
Hence why your record is what it is. That's why I don't. Sometimes I don't feel bad for Tibbs. They drafted the boy.
I don't feel bad for Tibbs. Why should anybody feel bad for Tibbs?
They drafted the boy. He go down there. They drafted the boy Deuce McBride. Put him out there. That's management's man. Put him out there. Every other team in America would have played a Deuce McBride. There's so many. I see second round draft picks getting minutes. Late round draft. Look at. I always said. Long time. I said. You know what? Sometimes it ain't worth it to be pick number one because you got to go and carry your team. It's the 27th pick who's still a first round draft pick who gets to go play with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and learn the game at a different level. And their careers end up being better than some of the 1 through 8 draft picks. We gotta grow the guys, Keith. We can't go all season.
My guy, it's just a longer trajectory than y'all. Like slow y'all run down to a light jog. Like it. I just beg patience. That's all I say.
We can't go all season. We cannot go all season not knowing what type of talent we got, bro.
Yo, these guys might be trotted out to do as best as they can so that the guys' trade values can be as high as they can for the offseason moves that need to be made. And if we make it to the play-in, and get a flyer maybe into the playoffs, those guys look way more valuable and we can get them off for higher value. That's just one way to look at it. It may not even be it, but like there's other ways. There's other possibilities. Like I'm just not taking that road. Like everything ain't like defeated.
What road are you taking? How do you put? I'm
taking that there's still moves to be made. I'm taking
no. The rest of the 23. Do you see the need? What do you
I'm
want to
still
see the
hoping we
next?
get into the play-in. And I'm hoping we make it into the play-in at least. And we don't have an easy schedule coming up. So to me, if we make it into the play-in, like we would have actually beat a bunch of really good teams. I'd like to see us do it.
Keith, do you know we lost our last 5 games? We had an average lead of 17 points in the third quarter.
And we
One
beat
time,
Golden State.
120. One time we had a. Okay, look. Let me do some shout outs, Keith. Keith, I'm gonna come.
Do your
Keith,
shout outs. Do the
you
shout
know
outs.
but you know I'm petty. You know I'm gonna come
Do the
back in
shout
3
outs.
weeks.
Do the
I'm
shout
gonna
outs,
come back in
cuzzo.
3 weeks and knock you in your head. You know that.
Why?
Man,
What? No, I mean you told me a fact. I'm telling you a fact. You said we lost
No,
5 out of yeah, cool. But we also beat Golden State.
I'm gonna come back and knock you in your head next week.
Did you think that we was gonna beat Golden State?
No, I
I
didn't.
didn't.
You got that. You got that.
I didn't.
Let me shout some
I
people out.
didn't think so.
Let me shout some
And I'm the
people out.
positive fan.
Hey, how about telling them to smash the like? Go ahead, do that part.
Nah, that's you though. That's you though.
Boy.
Come on, man. You got
Yo,
that.
yo, yo.
You got that
Yo,
nice.
yo.
You got the nice guttural story.
Smash,
You got that nice.
smash,
That nice.
smash,
Nah,
smash the like. You tried to throw on my alpha chapter too to get some props. Shout out to alpha chapter. Shout out to A-Chap Howard bros. A-Chap bros. A-Chap 1914. A-Chap.
Yo, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
I didn't say beta. I said alpha. I didn't say beta chapter. I said alpha. Yeah, exactly.
Well, beta is an alpha chapter.
Don't think I don't know my history. I know my history. You gotta relax, bro. Let me get at this business. All right. Yo, smash that like for us, Keith. I saw up to 80 people on the show, bro.
Oh, word. But wait, they stealing likes from us though. That means they stealing likes.
No,
like, come on, son. It's
that
80
is
people.
Unreal. Yeah, but we
it's
never.
80 people. We only got 44 likes. That's messed up.
If you don't humble yourself, we barely have 40 people looking. You lucky ass on 40. Like, yo, thank you.
We got 83.
Thank you.
We got 83, and it's a blessing. We got 83 watching right now.
Can I shout these good people out, please?
Mind your business.
IQJ, what it do? Nick Ewing, Kane Jerry, Instigating TV, Kaiser Sose 718, Stafford Don, Tony Fleck, Infamous New King, my man, D Nice 77, some Sherwin M, always Sherwin. He's a mod too. Amani the Great, Minneapolis, the Gas Oracle, salute. Andre Bryant, James Lester. Oh, La Bastella. Excuse me.
James Labastille. That's my guy. That's my bro right there.
Oh, that's my bad. My bad.
That's my brother.
Atmosphere Audio. James again. Salute, James. Welcome to the show. Crazy Eyes. Shout out to Morocco Joe. I gotta make this bigger, man. My eyes, GI 50, y'all. Real King. Danny Landis is in the building. Shout out to Deraz. My troll buddy Deraz. That's me and him. We yo, look out. If you see us in the chat, it's some serious trolling going on. What it do? I see a lot of repeats now. Skull 6 Trey. What it do? RC Creative. What it do? William Luca Jr. What it do? Foxy. Sam Grandison. That's the Sam is that guy. That young college guy. Yo. Sam is younger than college, yo. Oh my God. You remember being younger than college? I want to be younger than college. Younger than college.
Yeah. Those days swiftly passed. Yeah.
I don't want it to say alum underneath. I wanted to just say Howard. Fresh too. Fresh out the student store, out the bookstore. Still got the tags hanging. Looking like a freshman.
Oh man, yo,
I remember
those were the days.
I remember the
Those
first
were the
upperclassman.
days.
I remember the first upperclassman I ran up on. I ran up on the key. You had to see me. I'm boogieing. She like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I just wanted to say hi. She said, how many? She said, how many credits you got? I said, credits? What's that? What you talking about? Credit score? She said, you ain't got nothing towards your GPA yet. I said, I got a lot on the GPA. What you talking about, my guy? She was like, man, if you don't get your fresh. I said, I went to one of the homies. I said, why she asked me how many credits? She said, because you ain't even finished a semester, bro. You ain't even got 12 credits under your belt trying to go for the prom queens, bro. You better get in the back of the line. You ain't been on campus 5 minutes, little homie. This ain't North. Go sit down somewhere, bro. Yeah, I was bout it, yo. Shout out to T. Williams. Shout out to Malik Cologne. Oh, Sam Grandison, you lucky bastard. Shout out to, I think we got everybody, man. I think that was mad love.
Mad love. Respect to the chat, man. Respect.
I did see Chuck B in there. I did see my boy Kanye Pepper. Shitty gang. They don't know what this means, but me and you do. Shitty gang. C-Mac. Another big time troll. Bodega Wi-Fi. Still cats coming through. There's still mad people coming through. Jeremy, salute.
Okay, I see them likes. The likes going up. That's dope. I like that.
Jay Boogie, salute. Appreciate you. Love you, my guy. Salute. All right, listen. Let's get back into it, man. Hey, Freezy, come throw a grenade, Freeze. Come in and say hi to the people.
Yeah, Freezy, come
mad
on, man.
people in here. Come on in here, man. Stop playing. Come in and show some love.
We need a grenade.
Freezy might really not be around. All right, let's rock. What you want to do, Keith?
Wait.
Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch's pops, man. Like, okay.
Go ahead. Show Mitch's pops some love again. Go ahead.
We threw our blessing up at the beginning, but this is like when I first heard it, I was like, oh, is he joking? Like this dude, like putting a joint out on social media, like that's kind of weird. Like, but now it's looking like it's real. He from Louisiana. Cats might think like dude's got some chips now. I ain't even gonna. You know what? I ain't even gonna put that. I ain't even gonna put that energy out.
We're just gonna pray for his pops, man. But let's listen. So you got 23 more games of Mitch under contract. How do you see this playing out, Keith? I see Mitch. I see Mitch costing the Knicks a lot of money, and then guess what? Dolan, based upon that, Dolan said, "Okay, I got to pay Mitch this when last year y'all could have gave Mitch X." Dolan is a businessman. He's not going to enjoy. He's not going to understand when he has to overpay for assets that was under his control. He's going to give him so many analogies.
You already precast in, like you pre. Like,
so what's going to happen? So what you see happening?
I feel like Mitch wants to stay. I feel like Mitch knows that on this team that he has a very solid position as a very solid member of the starting unit, and he knows that, and he's solid here, and he will. I feel like he'll either take the extension, which they haven't even offered yet, mind you. Or he's going to be worth what he's worth. And either way, I'm paying him what he's worth.
You didn't answer my question.
What?
If he got to the open market and Dolan had to bid on his own asset that he had under control, how do you think Dolan's going to take that as a businessman? Because Dolan's writing the checks. That's Dolan's check. That's Dolan's money they playing with now. I don't understand how you could give these guys an ounce of. They couldn't foresee what Mitchell's value is. Mitch is doing nothing different than he's ever done, Keith.
He had to prove it.
Prove what? Mitch is doing nothing different. He's gotten a little tougher.
He was coming back from injury.
He's still banged up He's still banged
And
up.
he banged up. He banged up, and he's doing his thing. Mitch is playing like he never played before.
He's always played like this, Keith. I totally disagree.
Really? He's been scoring like he's scoring right now.
He's just been hurt. He's always been a rebound king. I called him elite. Last year, I called him an elite offensive rebounder. Everybody looked like I was crazy. I was like, Mitch is an elite offensive rebounder.
Dude, you've seen him playing this aggressively like this for so long. You've seen that?
Got stronger. And we knew he would get stronger. Most players do. You couldn't bank on Mitch getting
but
stronger.
this is what I'm saying. But this is a better Mitch. I'm saying it's a better Mitch.
My point is, you waited to question whether he would get stronger or not. That was the easiest thing for him to do. He still gets leg injuries. They should have paid. They should have figured his scalp.
Casting anything. I think we end up with Mitch, and I don't think it'll hurt as much as you think.
If it's anything more than $55 million, if I have to pay $56 million, I'm asking, why did I just pay $1 million more for somebody I had under my control that y'all had been talking to for
What you mean? Mitch ain't have to take the extension.
You give Mitch a guarantee.
Mitch ain't have to take the extension. What if Mitch ain't want to take the extension?
You offer Mitch 2 years ago a guaranteed $55 million. He's taking it because he's gonna get so much on the front end. Oh, come on, Keith.
But see, here's the thing.
$55 million is nothing.
This is 2 years later.
That's a joke.
So you're telling me 2 years ago, Katz was on the knob talking about like, oh, they better give Mitch his extension.
I said, and I'll pull mad. Keith, I'll be honest.
We're still talking about how Mitch couldn't stay on the court.
No,
2 seasons ago, Mitch couldn't stay on the court.
I said, Mitch is the guy who's going to kill you because you're always going to be questioning his injury, but his upside is undeniable because he shows it. And I said, unlike RJ, where y'all still waiting to see it, Mitch absolutely shows you how special he is athletically. He shows you it. And that comes at a price at 7 feet.
2 seasons ago, Mitch could not even stay on the court for the full game.
He still don't do it now.
He don't get fouled out like he used to get fouled out 2 seasons ago. Stop it.
Get fouled out, whether it's fouled out.
Oh my God. All right.
Whether it's fouled out, whether it's injury, there's only one thing you're bidding against with Mitch to get his value down is his availability, period. And the Knicks knew this. So you can't tell me they had any hindsight waiting to this point to wait to negotiate with Mitch. Nothing's changed. You're still questioning his availability.
Man, Mitch is going to get what money Mitch get. He going to be here. It's going to be all right. That's my prediction.
I don't disagree that Mitch should get what he should get. I'm saying this is be an asset that we have under control already, and we can worry about other things. Now we have to spend all summer worried about Mitch. When do we then get to get our point guard and our other stuff in here? Let me tell you something. You better trade everything. If we can
now
end
we
up
trading everything.
Let me finish. Okay. Because what I want to trade, you can only trade but so much money. Wherever we end up in this draft, my luck it'll be number 1, but my real luck it'll be 7, 8, the number I'm used to, right? Number we never get out of. We better throw everything at 7. We better throw 7, 8. Next year's number 1. 2 years from there, number 1. 3 number 2s to move up and get Jaden Ivey. This has got to be the one draft that the Knicks win. You look at every other team in the lottery. Look at every other team in the lottery. They got one guy that there's no question whether they'll be a star. They just need people around them. The Knicks don't have that guy. We keep entering into the lottery and losing against teams who are worse than us. Who we're losing against those teams. Then when they're better than us, because some of these teams are better than us, Cleveland continues to win the lottery. Look at how it's working out for them. Keith, we have got to win this lottery. That is our only opportunity to get that much better overnight.
Okay. So our own young guys flourishing is not a way as well.
Well, my fear is what you kind of predict. Tim's going to keep trying to win games. And to win games, the young guys. So you're going to get to the end of the year, you're not going to know what McBride is. You're not. And you're going to draft a player that might have similar traits. Go ahead.
When do y'all foresee Ivy going in the draft? What position?
Right now is one. Right now it's like 1-2. They said when he comes off the pick and roll. They said when he comes off the pick and roll.
No. I know. I'm very familiar with his gameplay.
I haven't watched him.
No, I'm very familiar with his gameplay.
I'm just listening to anybody else.
He's nice, but I am just thinking that I don't see the opportunity cost to get to the number 1 pick.
Gotta pay it. No more opportunity costs, Keith. No more building.
But why would why wouldn't that team want Ivy if he's worth all of that?
Because that team is going to already have a guard. We're the only other team that don't have a damn guard. That team is going to have a guard, and that team could use.
Why wouldn't they just pick Ivy and then trade the other guard if Ivy is that good?
Listen, Keith, who knows what those other teams? I ain't worried about them.
See, that's my point. Like,
but I'm just saying you got to overpay. You overpay.
For a deal to happen, you need both parties.
Right. We have to overpay. The Knicks have to overpay. That's why they're going to be willing to do the deal.
Again, if Ivy is worth the overpay, then to me, as that team, I keep him and I trade the other guy.
Because maybe they have Ivy and Fox. Maybe they have Ivy and
you're saying
maybe they have Ivy
and so it very much depends on who has the first pick.
But look at all the teams.
So basically, if we can't get a deal done because of the needs or whoever it is, who has the first pick, it's going to be our bad.
No. You just got to try though. If that team says that team will come out, if somebody gets the number 1 pick and they want the guy, they'll be like, man, we're not trading nothing. When they came to
Kaiser, so they say Ivy's going 4 through 6.
Well, then get there. I don't know where he's
that
going.
To me is more feasible. That's way more feasible. But to me, 4 through 6 is totally different than number 1.
I don't care where he goes, and we don't know what is going to happen when this draft comes. All I'm saying is wherever we got
in the draft, then. Chat, tell me who's going 1 in the draft.
I ain't get on it yet. I'm waiting till March to get on the draft. But I'm on this year's draft.
No, I heard cats talking about Ivy, so I've looked up a bunch of his like highlight joints. He's nice.
Because the fact of the matter is, there's no for us. If we got to that position and the center was the number 1, and a power forward was the number 1 player off the charts, we could not draft a power forward. That would be stupid. In our case, we cannot take best available. We need an amazing win.
We're not in the best available. And that's beautiful. We're not in the best available situation. Beautiful. Our needs are very specific. Beautiful.
I have no problem with that either.
I have zero problem with that.
Problem is you're going to lose your coach. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Again, that's more future casting. I don't think that's. I don't think so. Now, I think he'll be given more than 2 seasons. I do.
You will in the future cast optimism, but you won't look at some stuff that's just glaring.
I think he'll be given more than 2 seasons. That's just my take on that.
But how do you work for people you don't trust?
He's working still.
Some things is survival. Do you want to just survive or do you want to flourish? That's what I mean. I don't understand how the Knicks find themselves in this situation. It's because they can't handle the pressure of the media. They all fold under the media.
I'm sorry. My fault. I'm seeing a
Let's rock.
consensus here that Jabari Smith is the number one, who would be the number one pick. Or at least this is what cats are saying.
Well,
Hey guys,
that was dope. That was dope.
That
That
was
was dope.
cute.
I just wanted to jump in and stir the hornet's nest really quickly, and I promise you, I'll move again.
Wow, with 12 minutes again. Like this is the wickedness that this dude.
Freaky. All I'm saying is this: are you telling Knicks fans? Are you telling Knicks universe that if a power forward, a franchise-changing power forward, is on the board, you are not going to take a power forward there because you have Obi Toppin and Julius Randle?
Mm-hmm.
Can we be realistic for a second?
All right. Hey, thank y'all for letting me. I'm ready to jump out.
No, I mean that's a very feasible question. Actually, I think that's
Are
a
you
decent
satisfied
question.
with Obi Toppin?
No, I'm asking this question: is there a power forward in this draft that fits that bill?
That's better than Obi? Come on, man.
No. What you just said was
a modern stretch.
No. You
with
said
handles and playmaking.
If there was a franchise-changing power forward in the draft that we can pick or whatever, like that was in the draft, that was the best player available, we should take it. That's what you said.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, is there one?
Yes. Are there multiple?
Are there franchise-changing power forwards in this draft coming up?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Jabari, Chet, Paolo. That's 3 off rip.
You telling me these guys can't play 5?
No.
Next to Randall?
No, you don't want.
I have to see these guys because Randall's
because
Randall's really good for. Randall's really good for.
Chet is 7 foot 195. Do you really want to do the 195 pounds playing center? No.
No, actually, I'll put Chet at 3 then. If he's 7 foot 195, I'll put him at 3.
Yeah,
his feet way too slow, bro. His feet are way too slow.
So
he's skilled, but he's
none of them could play the 5, so none of them could play the 3 either.
Then I have a problem with him in the NBA.
No,
I'm not sold on him in the NBA yet.
They're very specific.
No, it'd be like trying to put a young Dirk at the 3. You don't want to put a young Dirk at the 3. You know what I'm saying? And
Dirk had a lot of problems too, though.
Yeah, he could give you the business, right? I'm not saying. Yeah.
No, young Dirk had a lot of problems on defense. He cost his team a lot of losses.
Right. And he was never a good defender. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he was terrible. I'm just saying he wasn't.
Somebody said Chet was a center.
Not today. Not today. He's not an NBA center today. He may grow into that in 3 years, kind of like Porzingis. But today, he is not an NBA center. Right? Not today. Think about how small Mitch was at 240.
Yeah, but the problem is, Freezy, you couldn't not draft that player if you can't trade Randall's contract. You gotta, if you tell him you could trade Randall's contract, then you're probably gonna get a point guard back. So then I gotta see what you get back for. You can't have $100 million man and go tell me you drafting a franchise changer. If they do that, bro. Yeah. And then we got nobody to bring the ball up, and Randall's bringing the ball up all sloppy again like next year. Nah.
Right. Yeah. Well, the point though is the best player available discussion. Like you can't go best player available. You have to draft for need. In this case, you have to draft the best player available because you're still in the asset acquisition mode, right?
And that's hard to argue with.
Right. And secondly, and most importantly, in my opinion, what is Obi Toppin?
Garbage.
If you can't figure out what Obi Toppin is, do you really not go get a franchise changer? If you know, do you pass up a potential all-star because you have Obi Toppin? He did win a dunk contest though.
Of course, you don't pass up an all-star because you have Toppin. Like that's okay. No, you don't do that. Like nobody's gonna do that. That's crazy.
Right.
Obi is garbage.
I don't think
No.
Obi is garbage, but like Obi's
he's Basura then.
He's a second-year NBA player playing behind a
His
guy.
jump shot is broken, bro. When were you gonna fix that jump shot? When you expect him to fix that jump shot? Then when he fixed the jump shot, where he gonna get handles from?
Right.
Man, yo, y'all hard, yo. Y'all real hard, yo.
Yo, all I'm saying is
Y'all real hard on these cats, yo.
Is the best player available thing is tough when you don't really know what you have. Like you don't really even know what you have.
I think unless they have a target in mind or a deal brewing in mind for like a top point guard, then you if you got to go for a point guard in the draft. Unless your idea is to bring is to like mess with the guys that you got, induce Jokic, whatever. Like you know what I'm saying, unless the plan is to like flesh them.
Oh, by the way,
you can only go for a point guard in a point guard draft. And this draft is not last year's draft.
Was point guard heavy?
Was the point guard draft? Yeah.
Yeah. Listen. Oh no, listen, Randall. For anybody think I would kill Obi as garbage and send me as you because you know you my dude. Randall, there's no $100 million player with a lower IQ than Randall, which makes him look like he's absolutely. You got to give a guy $100 million not only on his athletic ability, also his mind. And Randall is not $100 million player, so please do not think I'm sticking up for Randall. But he's got his $100 million and he ain't going nowhere.
What are you talking about? Like like cats. He's putting up production way beyond $100 million.
He's not smart enough to be $100 million. $100 million player, you gotta be able to get the ball to in the fourth quarter. You can't give Randall the ball in the fourth quarter, bro. Okay.
Right, and then plus you have to consider what Randall is playing with, right? You have to consider. I mean, come on, man. Come on, you got to consider what it's like when GI be on the KMD.
Yo, y'all
right? GI be on the KMD in the morning sometimes, and he bring all the smart takes, and then we be up there like goofballs.
Oh, stop!
Just like messing around, like we just legit be up there, like. But I heard a dude say one time. I said I was just sitting there. GI was talking, and a dude cut GI off twice and said, "But Tibbs is trash." And I'm like, "Well, expound on your point." And he was like, "Just look, we lost the other night." And I was like, "Okay." So this dude right here, legit is the sour apple Jolly Rancher person. You know what I'm saying? That interrupt or something and be like, "Well, sour apple Jolly Ranchers are delicious." Bro, I mean, come on. Right? That's what GI. That's the GI is in that role where sometimes the talent is too great for the panel. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's what I think Randall goes through sometimes.
Which is why I think Randall should sit out the rest of the season. He should want to sit. He really should. He really should.
Yeah, he got to play that 65 games to get his bonus, though.
Oh, okay. Well, let him play at 65. And then, let these young boys rock, man. Listen, Keith.
Who does that?
Carmelo Anthony did it before. He played in the All-Star game, and then he had surgery after the All-Star game.
Yeah, he had surgery. He elected to have the surgery. Randall is just going to sit down and not play basketball.
He needed this surgery before the All-Star game. He played an All-Star
Randall
game,
just
and
gonna sit down and not play
so
basketball. Come on, man.
you
Yeah,
asked me,
he's
you
bugging
did
out. Like, be
you did
rational.
you did ask me who did it, and I gave an answer. That's all.
But that is for actual. He had the surgery. Like Randall's supposed to be like, yo, like you know what? I'm just gonna sit out. Like, come on,
It
man.
it was absolutely a surgery that he could have played. There was absolutely something he could have played.
I don't. Okay, I don't know that. You know that?
Yeah, it was a scope, bro. He played in the All-Star game, got busy. What are you talking about? And
Okay.
2 days later had surgery. Stop it, Keith. Was out
So
there
what
with
is
the
Randall
elite of the
supposed to sit
elite.
down for? What is he supposed to say that he's
His
sitting
wife,
down for?
he just had a new baby. His wife has postpartum. That's none of nobody's business, though. He has some personal problems at home. He needs to go home and take care of.
For the whole.
It's only
Y'all bugging.
23 games.
Okay, all
After
right.
65, after game
Come on, man.
65.
Give me basketball reasons or basketball relate. Like, come on.
Now,
It is basketball related. You get to play your other young players. You get to play Cam Reddish and Obi high minutes. You get to play Cam, Obi, and RJ together at high volume, high minutes. Come on, man. You need to see that this year, Keith.
But Obi is trash, right?
He's trash when he has to play behind Randall and Randall's role. Maybe it's another role he's good at. But this current role, the Obi standing around the 3-pointer where Randall stands. You ever see Obi shoot a 3? Oh, it's god awful.
You ever seen Obi create his own shot or a shot for another person?
No.
You ever seen Obi have a 15 rebound game? What about 12 rebounds?
I don't think he even played long enough for that.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. No, not on Obi the person, but
now
showing us enough.
If Quickly is dribbling that ball around and Obi's man don't have a body on him, look out below. Because Obi know how to cut to that bucket when Quickly got the ball. I'll give him that. And they know how to.
He always got his hand up. He always doing this, man. I'm Obi. Do something else, man. Block some shots, Obi. Set some hard screens. Make your impact be felt, Obi Toppin. You know, I know you're a finesse power forward. I know that, right?
Yeah.
But you're a finesse
this
power
is
forward
second
without the
season.
finesse in the game.
This is second season. Give the guard time, bro. Like, just give him time, man. Give him time.
Hey, in the immortal words of the great American artist Orange Juice Jones, I can't give you nothing but advice. Anybody in here remember Orange Juice Jones? I'm just saying.
I saw you walking in the rain.
Yeah, man.
Listen. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Let me shut up.
Oh, word, yeah. I gotta go holler at my lady. Good time. Like it's cutoff time. It's cutoff time. Where Freezy
I cannot. He's just letting us say. He's letting us say goodbye.
Oh, is that what it is?
I cannot thank y'all for this turnout tonight. I know there's been games and everything, but you know nobody knows what's happened. I just want to be sure that y'all not mad at me about my take on the soft tank very early in the season. But I just knew if Kemba wasn't going to be a point guard that can keep the ball out of Randall's hands. We saw how it went in the playoff when Randall started getting double teams ran at him. When you force Randall to make a quick decision, he's not that type of basketball player. He's not intelligent enough to play with the ball at a fast pace. If you let him grind away, he'll destroy you. I'll be honest. He's too strong. He's a beast. But if you make him make quick decisions like a guard, and he has the utilization of a guard, then the Knicks get in trouble. And that's why we have those long moments where we can't score any points and we look very bad. Although when things are going well, we look good. It's a Jekyll and Hyde team. These teams don't correct themselves, though, guys. The history of sports, they don't correct themselves over the next 23 games. They won't. And you're left with wanting for more. And I think we can get a lot out of this season if we just play the young guys and really look forward to the draft and pray on them ping pong balls. I can't believe it. I've been a fan since 1983. I've been praying on them ping pong balls more than I've seen playoff wins. I've been playing on them ping pong balls more than I've seen top 5 draft picks. I've been playing on them ping pong balls more than I've seen coaches. And, it's unfortunate, but I'm here to stay. Knicks all day. Freestyle from the Bricks, Newark, New Jersey, Avon and 14th. Ayo Kanyan, Shitty Gang Gang.
Yo, GI is a hoodlum. Number one, you're gonna get it from a positive Knicks fan, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you the positive take. This ain't no soft tank. This ain't no jump out the window occasion, burn it down, trade everybody, fire everybody. Like it's a bump in the road, a bump in the plan, like any plan to have. Kemba ain't work out. It was a cheap bet to take. I'm not mad. Not mad at them. They kicked the tires on it. They kicked the tires on it for cheap. They probably gonna pay him off the wall. Excellent. Not a bad look in my opinion. Randall seemed to be coming together. Evan has been playing better. Waiting for RJ to come back. He was good before. Just got to work on his efficiency. But we got something there. Mitch is nice. Like we got stuff to work on. We got stuff to build on. We got a treasure trove of picks. We good. We got movement. We can make. We ain't stuck in a corner. This is not a bad time. It's just a bump in the road. Have faith. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's there. The tunnel just may be longer than cats was hoping and figuring, but that light is there. We're moving towards it. I dig it, and I dig your pessimism. Even I was that fan. I'm just determined not to be no more, and I see what's going on. I'm trying to put that, I'm putting as much positive energy as I could into it. Let's get these wins, get these W's. Like I'm still seeing us at least in the play-ins. Mobbing out. I don't care. We win it. Whoever's with me is with me. Y'all could throw daggers at me for being positive, but here I am. And y'all ain't shaking me. Let's go, Knicks.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming out, man. God bless y'all, man. Peace.